From the bizarre world of the paranormal to the sinister secrets of the U.S. government, the Black Vault has become known worldwide as the premier spot for anything and everything conspiracy. Now, join me, John Greenwald Jr., as we dive into the research together in hopes to decipher these mysteries. This is the Black Vault Radio. That's right, this is the Black Vault Radio. I am your host, John Greenwald Jr.
If you vote for McCain, go ahead, but you have blood on your hands.
I just had to play that. I got a kick out of the message. These are the types of messages that I've been getting. Now, I'm a John McCain supporter, before anybody thinks that I'm trying to play that message and kind of relay some kind of, I don't know, threat or something like that. But can you believe, after I support or announce my support for John McCain, that those are the messages that I get? People, please come. I don't understand. Why? I mean, here I am, just trying to say who I support. I'm asked quite often because I obviously deal with a lot of political issues when you deal with the Freedom of Information Act. And it really does rely heavily on who's in the White House, on getting information out from the government. And believe it or not, I'm sorry, but the Freedom of Information Act and the way that the government handles everything is drastically changed. And I would think for the better, at least from what I've seen, some may argue, because of George Bush making all these agencies actually take care of their case backlog. Now, no administration is going to be fully open, but he made these agencies do this. Now, that's one thing. TheBlackVault.com, you can download all these messages that I've been getting. I put a couple of them up in the mailbag, and you can download in its entirety. Now, I didn't doctor this one. I mean, he did say it. I mean, here.
If you vote for McCain, go ahead, but you have blood on your hands.
Blood on my hands, because I cast a vote? I don't know. Anyway, you can hear his message in its entirety, including more from the Black Vault Radio mailbag. Again, www.theblackvault.com. Click on the BVRN logo right there at the top right of the website. Go on in. At the bottom of the page is the Black Vault mailbag, and I invite all of you, please, positive or negative. I'm not going to make fun of you. You know what? The guy has every right to post his opinion. Heck, I played it right here on the air, and I'm playing the entire message on the website because I do believe that everybody has a right to voice their opinion. So make sure that if you have something to say to me, by all means, try and keep it clean so I can play it here on BVRN, but dial area code, and it's a voicemail system, 641-715-3900, extension 21580. Press the pound sign and leave the message. Again, 641-715-3900, extension 21580. Press the pound sign. If you couldn't write down that too fast, or if I said it too fast, just go ahead and log on, www.theblackvault.com. The number's listed there once you enter the BVRN homepage. Hey, we've got lots of fun stuff coming up. Bryan Temmer joining me, talking about the Alien Apex Resort. If you haven't heard about this, it's been in the news a few times. But what Bryan's trying to do is he's trying to build a alien-themed theme park in Roswell, New Mexico, of all places. Now, I want to bring Bryan on because I'm curious about what his plans are, what he wants to do with the place, and he is joining us in just a couple of minutes. So stay tuned for that. And for those UFO enthusiasts out there, I've got a lot more UFO case files, including UFO newspaper clippings in the Black Vault Encyclopedia Project. If you're not familiar with that, theblackvault.com, click on Encyclopedia. I think you'll have a lot of fun on there. Hundreds of newspaper articles, hundreds and hundreds of cases, and they've actually been organized. You can break them down by country. Make sure you check that out. Bryan Temmer coming up. The alien theme park planned for Roswell, New Mexico, or maybe somewhere else. Bryan's coming up to tell us all about it right here on Black Vault Radio. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Black Vault Radio. I am your host, John Greenwald Jr., and joining me from Florida, Mr. Bryan Temmer. Bryan, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome, John. Nice to be here.
And it's great to have you. I really appreciate your time. And I just want to start off by saying you've got a very interesting venture here. For those of you who are not familiar with Bryan or did not catch him on Fox News, check out www.alienapexresort.com. Bryan, let me just start off by asking you, what is this all about?
Well, for the past 3 years, I've been trying to create the world's first alien theme park in Roswell, New Mexico, and it's all started out with an idea, probably more like a vision, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a place to celebrate the entire alien and UFO phenomenon, and I couldn't think of a better place than Roswell, New Mexico. So I've been working to try to bring a place where there is the scientific plus, of course, the folklore and mythology regarding that, and a place where you could really do some fun scientific investigation of what life would be like on other planets, including learning centers for kids, and, of course, a lot of thrill rides and a lot of fun things like that as well, a lot of attractions for the family, dining experiences, and things that really have never been done before. And so that concept started out as just a small idea, mainly an alien abduction attraction, a roller coaster, and from there it developed into an entire theme park idea, which I've been trying to put together for a very long time.
Now, is this, do you want this to be a little bit of an education experience as well, or is this purely a Disneyland but for Roswell enthusiasts?
No, I always wanted this to be an education experience also, because I think that there is a lot to learn about what life might be like. I mean, of course, there's the entire UFO alien visitation discussion that and experience that will happen as well, but here's an opportunity to explore what life might be like on other planets, and we keep discovering, as you know, from a scientific standpoint, planets orbiting other star systems, and here's an opportunity to say, well, if a star is like one of those blue giants, what would life be like with a blue sun? How would it develop? What might it interact with on that planet? And so here's an opportunity for kids to go and change the variables, what the star system is like, what the planet is like, and then see how life would develop there, and have some walk-through attractions where you're actually walking through another alien world and understanding that from a scientific perspective. So that's always been part of the plan.
That's fantastic. Now, what do you think the greatest importance of a park like this is going to be? I mean,
I think it seems like almost every day, more and more is coming out about the possibility that we have definitely been visited and continue to be visited by aliens and by UFOs, by extraterrestrials and UFOs. And I think the park is a place to really have an opportunity to present the full disclosure of what has been, in my opinion, going on for a very long time. And that's one of the reasons behind this as well. It's not just an entertainment venue, but it is a place where there can be a scientific discussion and potentially a full disclosure of what may have been taking place for at least the past 61 years.
Now, is Bryan Temmer a entrepreneur, or are you very interested in this topic? Or both?
It's probably a little bit of both. I think mainly this all started, though, by my interest in aliens and UFOs. I've always loved science fiction shows, Star Trek, Star Wars, and things like that, and I've always wondered about our place in the cosmos, so to speak, and that we certainly can't be alone. And every time and I'm sure everybody does this, you go out at night, you look at the stars, and you just say, there must be somebody out there that's similar to us, that's thinking about what we might be like, and wouldn't it be amazing if we could one day make contact? And so I've always been fascinated with that. And I've also loved roller coasters and other attractions. I love going to the theme parks with my kids. And so wouldn't it be great to combine those two, my love for science fiction, UFOs, extraterrestrials, and also attractions, and put that in